my training room, also known as my garage. So we're going to do a dry fire drill that I like to call the now drill. And this is basically to help you not only improve your strength in your grip by giving you a long drill that's going to require you to give a full grip the entire time, but aside from having to rack the pistol and get staged, but it's also going to help with anticipation, because one of the problems is a lot of people, when they see their sights on target, they want to pull the trigger slow and then they end up anticipating. That happens a good amount. Now, anticipation is more trying to control the recoil before there is recoil, basically speaking. So the drill setup is, I'm using a dry fire par timer. It's just the app, dry fire par timer. And I have a par time of 0.4 seconds. That's the limit of this thing. And the point is that you're pulling the trigger as fast as you can. And I have a delay time of 4 seconds. That's just enough for me to rack the pistol and get back on and get my trigger to the wall. So, and then I am doing 10 reps of this. And so it's going to take a total of 48 seconds, not that long. You can go longer if you wish. The longer you go, the more you're going to have to sustain a proper grip, and you're going to have to maintain that. And the big thing about grip is that you need to be able to hold it for a good amount of time, but also counter the recoil and not let the recoil let your grip or make your grip fall apart. And in order to do that, you need to build up the muscles that are used in a proper grip. So anyways, the setup of this is, as I said, you're going to aim in. I have a piece of painter's tape up over here. It's 2x2, and I have my M&P here, and inside it I have a ELMS from G-Sight. It's a little laser trainer. It's mechanically aligned to the path of the bore. So these things are very accurate as far as like showing you where your bore line is aligned, so it can help you with things like muzzle offset and stuff that SIRT guns can't do. Along with, you actually get to train with your firearm, not something else, and it actually costs less than $100, so it's definitely a good value. And with that said, I have the laser, I have the firearm, I have the dry fire par timer, and I have some painter's tape, and I'm at 5 yards. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to aim in, and I'm going to take up the slack in the trigger, and once it beeps, I'm going to pull the trigger like it owes me money. Because the problem is, a lot of people think you can't slap the trigger without the shot going off. That's just because you have a poor grip. Okay, so let me go ahead and show this, and you'll see where my laser is impacting. So let's go ahead and get started here. Okay, so that was pretty simple. Now, the point of that is you have to maintain that good grip and hold it for a good amount of time. Now, if you find that it's really difficult to go in and out of that grip and maintain it, then one thing that you can do is actually set up like the dry fire par timer for the par time of like 30 seconds and a delay time of like a minute. And that minute will be your rest time, and set up like 4 reps, which would be sets, because you would be conducting an isometric, because the idea behind a proper grip is you're holding that proper grip and you are crushing and vicing that grip. You've got a nice solid handshake or hammer swing or whatever you want to call it grip on this hand with all your fingers working. And then with this one, you're pushing into the gun, and you've got this one pushing in and this one pushing in at the same time. And you are crushing with your hand this way and this way. So you're also putting your elbows up instead of having them down like this, which doesn't help with recoil at all. Having your elbows like this keeps it nice and soft. So you can do that for 30 seconds at a time and then give yourself a minute to relax and let your nervous system, rest a little bit and then go again. That's how you develop the muscles that are specifically being used for the grip. So anyways, I hope this drill was interesting for you. Hopefully you will practice. It's always good to practice, and you guys have a good one.